Hi everyone, this is just a little walkthrough of the Arthurian Tarot. I've just recently done another video where I've kind of merrily been saying to people, I've not really bought a lot of tarot, I'm not going to buy a lot of tarot cards this year. That's still true. But I had this one and I've had it just a little while. And I'd completely forgotten to do a walkthrough of it. So I thought I would do it now while I've got the camera out. So this is the Arthurian Tarot. This has a reason behind it. So kind of with my whole not buying too many tarot decks, I'm only really, it's like I said in the previous video, if you've seen it, you'll know. I'm only really buying things that are different, things that are giving me something different for, you know, something for a purpose. Really. And the reason that I bought this deck specifically is because I'd heard about the Hello Quest. So, I'm currently, this sort of is related, but it's sort of kind of not. I'm currently doing the Artist Way, which is a 12-week program, kind of working on your like belief in yourself and in your creative ability, that kind of thing. So it's a mental health kind of thing. And so I've been doing that. And I also heard about this Hello Quest, which is kind of similar, I think. But it uses the tarot. So I thought, actually, for me, that might be really great because I love my art and I love my tarot. So, you know, if I'm doing the Artist's Way, I might do this. I can't do the two alongside each other because they do take time. So I just thought this might be a good thing to work towards doing once I've finished the Artist's Way. If I do finish the Artist's Way, I'm a bit stuck with that at the moment. So anyway, it's another program. It's another journey to go on. So, and it uses this deck. So the Arthurian Tarot is by Katelin and Jon Mathews. It's illustrated by Miranda Grey. I absolutely love the colour of this box. I absolutely love it. It says, step into a world of myth and legend. I won't read everything that's there, but I'll just hold that there. You can pause it if you want to read it. There we go. So, yeah, Hello Quest for all seasons. I absolutely love the colour of the box. I love the design of the box. Really, really nice. Really, I love that sort of bluey purple. It's one of my favourite colours. So, within the box, which is lovely, we have the Arthurian Tarot book, Hello Quest for all seasons. So let me just pop this to one side for a sec. It's a chunky book. So it's not like printed in full colours like the Llewellyn ones, but you do get an image of each of the cards. I think it's a whole page for the major arcana and a sort of quarter of a page for the minor arcana. You then have working with the cards, you then have some spreads, and then it goes on to talk about the Hello Quest course. So the Hello Quest course explores the realms within that are depicted on the Arthurian Tarot cards. It's a template of your own quest and your soul's journey. As you meditate your way through successive seasons of study, the path of the land's adventurous, as the trail of the quest is known in Arthurian legends, subtly become your own landscape. As you continue, you will find divining with the cards much easier because you have personally discovered information from each card. May your steps on this quest be guided by the companions that will attend you. So it's kind of a way of working with like meditation, journaling, keeping a diary, and working your way through each of the cards to kind of, so you can apply them, so you can recognise them in your own life. That's my understanding of it, and I've only read a little bit. It's quite similar to, you know, kind of when you meditate on a card, when you're learning the tarot. When I learnt the tarot, I worked with each card, especially the major arcana. I worked with each card of the major arcana and kind of meditated on them and really kind of almost delved into them. And there's a kind of, you can do path working, can't you, where you really go into each card and imagine yourself in the landscape and what it's like in there. So it's quite similar to that, but it's quite in depth, and there's quite a lot of work to be done. As you can see, half of the book is about that. So it's going to be a mission, and I may not actually start it until next year, because I'm working with the Artist's Way at the moment. But we will see. We will see. We're not sure. Now, cards are in the box like this. They're separated into two piles. Not my favourite way of having the deck supplied, but, you know, kind of everything in life. So let's just take off the plastic doodahs. And we'll have a little walk through one by one of, oh, now I put them in the wrong order. That's right, now they're in the right order. Okay, see, I think what happens with you, if you supply the cards like that, is you do end up with this, which is a kind of a natural break. So what I might do is actually put these underneath a really heavy book for a couple of weeks so that they can get used to being with each other. And then what I might do is get rid of the plastic container in the box and just have it in a bag or something. Anyway, that's for later. Let's have a look and see what we have with the deck. Cardstock is not bad. Backs, really like. I love the colours. Really like the backs. I'm not a fan of the borders on... I'm not a fan of borders anyway. I don't mind these borders too much because they're quite unobtrusive. They're not a massive problem. But I think the borders around this might be something to do with the fact that what you're actually doing is walking into the card to be able to meditate in the environment of it, because they're like a doorway. So I do wonder if that's deliberate. Without reading the book through properly, I can't tell you that, but I'm guessing that's what the idea is. So let me just pop through these cards so you can see them. So they do all relate to your Arthurian characters. So the wheel is represented by the round table. Gonna say straight off, don't like that red and white wheel in the middle of there. That feels, I don't know, that just feels like it's harsh. I would prefer that red and white not to be there. So that's quite a harsh kind of thing to have in the middle of all of that. So, but I do think it's quite interesting that it's like an eye. Anyway, I need to read a little bit more about it. That's a bit of that's jolty a little bit for me. It's a bit jarring. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the wheel so far. And I usually love that card. So I need to read the book quite carefully, I think, with this deck to work out how they all tie in with the Arthurian stories. So that is Major Arcana. And then got spears, which I think are wands. There's your grails, which I think are your cups. You've got your swords. And your stones, which are your pentacles. So, really lovely cards, actually. I really like the imagery of what we're looking for in the wind, like where we're going through the doorway, how we're gonna, walking through the doorway into this imagery. I just think that's really interesting. I love the artwork. I think the artwork is beautiful. I have to get used to the borders because most of my decks don't have borders. I deliberately buy decks without borders. So that's just a thing of mine. So this is quite unusual for me. But I think they'll be really interesting to work with. I really, really like the imagery. I love the backs. The book looks absolutely fabulous. So I'm really looking forward to working with these cards. I might have a little edge of those, actually. I've got a nice purple ink that I might use. So really beautiful. Really like them. Looking forward to working with them. I think it's going to be a bit of a journey. So when I start, and it may not be until next year because, as I say, I'm doing the Artist's Way at the moment, so that's taking up a lot of time. And the Artist's Way is meant to only be a 12-week program, but I have to be mindful of my energy, so I'm taking my time over it. I'm not rushing through it at all. I've been writing. You write like a morning journal, morning pages. I've been writing those since God, I don't know, about February, March. So I've been doing it about 3 months, and really, if I'd been able to do all of the tasks, I'd be finished the whole program by now. But I'm only on week 3 in terms of the tasks, because I'm just taking my time with it. I don't have to rush, so I'm not going to. So this will probably, I may get around to it earlier, but I'm not pressurising myself. It's there. I'm ready to do it when I'm ready to do it. So I will let you know how I get on with it. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, follow my channel, subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more of this sort of thing, and I will catch up with you all soon. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.